Brand new first time reacting to Dr. Phil, and this video is very near and dear to my heart. If you guys have been following me over the last year, you know that I post a lot of political videos and I get a lot of blowback and losing a lot of opportunity in my life, guys. Losing a lot of opportunity in Ireland for sponsorships. So that's why I really greatly appreciate all the Patreon supporters. If you guys want to support my channel, I have a Patreon in the link in the description down below. Really helps support my channel because today's video is the dangers of expressing political opinions on the internet. If you support Kamala, if you guys support Trump, especially if you're on the right wing of history, if you're on this side, if you're talking about the war in Eastern Europe, or if you're talking about the war in the Middle East, you guys can get a lot of bad publicity, a lot of bad blowback, and build up a bad reputation. Okay, if you're reacting to a lot of Irish media, a lot of right-wing Irish media that I react to, or left-wing media, then you get a bad reputation, guys. So this one is very near and dear to my heart. Let me know your thoughts. Drop a comment down below. Let's hear what Dr. Phil has to say about it.
Have the presidential election behind us. Do you think we're on a path to unity, or are we stuck in the Great Divide? The Harris poll conducted a survey for the American Psychological Association right before the election. Of the adults they questioned, 77% said that the future of our nation was a significant source of stress in their lives. That's a lot of stressed people. Now, you've heard me say time and time again that we need to treat each other with dignity and respect regardless of our political views.
I agree, guys. You know, if someone has different political views than me, I would never berate them. I would never hate on them, you know, in person. Of course, on the internet, it's a different story. You have to negotiate ideas. But, you know, if you're just walking down the street, guys, you know, never hate on somebody in the street. But, of course, if you're in a political office, you know, you're going to be opening yourself up to, you know, political discourse and probably people being angry in the streets.
I realize that's easier said than done for some folks. Tonight, a look at the Great Divide that we all need to work on closing, from those who want their states to secede to those who struggle with family conflict. Let's start with Xavier.
Growing up, I would describe my dad as a far leftist and my mom as a liberal. They often viewed everything through the lens of race. We were in Southside Chicago until we moved to Pontiac, Illinois. That town was 95% white and only had about 10,000 people there. It made it really hard for me to find myself because living in this town that's majority white, I always felt like I was too black for the white kids. I started leaning into Black Lives Matter and all these different Marxist belief systems. In that process, I was shocked by how much I ended up dismantling the entire narrative that I had been indoctrinated with. If you see color, you're racist. If you don't see color, you're ignoring racism, which is somehow still racist. And then you're told to embrace other cultures, but don't participate or it's cultural appropriation.
I love this guy. You know, he's spinning the truth. You can't win. You know, I argue with my friends over stuff. You know, I've probably lost a lot of friends talking about stuff on the internet. You know, not that I know of, you know, people unfollow me or whatever, but I haven't lost anyone that has told me. But a lot of people like the YouTube videos that I put out. But I'm sure some people have disliked the videos and stopped talking to me. I'm sure that has happened, guys.
And it's sad because we have more in common than we don't.
True.
In 2021, I started speaking out on my new beliefs as a conservative. The backlash was immediate.
I knew where this was going. I knew he was going to be a Trump supporter, you know. As soon as he mentioned the Marxist stuff, I said he's going to be a Trump supporter.
No. In 2021, I started speaking out on my new beliefs as a conservative. The backlash was immediate. My progressive friends wanted nothing to do with me. People at my old church were saying that I sold my soul to Satan. And I had family members saying that I became a KKK member and a white supremacist. My father and I
don't think that. How could he be a white supremacist KKK? He's a black guy. It's just that, of course, you know, if you're, you know, like the Hodge twins say, if you're black in America now, you can't vote Trump, but everybody's voting Trump. 50 Cent's voting Trump. I would have voted Trump for sure, guys. I'm not a massive Trump supporter because there are a lot of things that he does that I don't agree with whatsoever, but he is much better than Kamala Harris. If we have to choose, I mean, there's no option. There's really no choice right there, guys.
I started having so many disagreements that we didn't speak for over 2 years. It was devastating to realize that I couldn't even go to my own family members simply because of my political beliefs. I even looked into hiring security the first time I went back home. There's not a day that goes by where I'm not called a race traitor or a sellout or a grifter.
Wow, that's insane. You know, America is, wow. I wasn't expecting that for America, man. Come on. I'm sure he gets a lot of love from people on the conservative side as well, though. And it kind of evens out, right?
Well, Xavier, it's good to have you here again. You were here once before when we were talking about student loans. You say the church said you sold your soul to Satan.
Yes, there were some childhood friends of mine that I grew up with in church, and I was catching up with one of the friends in that group, and she was letting me know that a lot of the mutual friends we had in that group are now saying that I sold my soul and that I was this evil, bigoted person, all because I was no longer progressive.
And there were people that you said you had been very close to and that you loved, and you just no longer existed to those people.
Sad.
Absolutely. I mean, even family members. We haven't spoken in 3 years now. The first time I saw him, he looked me right in the eye and turned right around. Wants nothing to do with me because of my new political beliefs.
I'll be honest with you guys, if you don't want anything to do with me because of what I believe in, that's fine. You know, I'm actually happy with that. You know, if people don't agree with my political stuff, you guys should hear what I think about other stuff. You guys should hear about the other stuff that I don't talk about on the internet. So, you know, it's always going to be which way, you know what I mean? Not your entire opinion is on the internet. I have thousands of videos, but you guys wouldn't know half of what I think in reality of certain political beliefs or certain social beliefs, you know, or certain, you know, other things, spiritual beliefs as well that people don't like talking about. So it's funny how that works, guys, you know.
A lot of my closest friends have the same energy towards me now.
You've been labeled homophobe, white supremacist, anti-black. How do they know that?
They don't know it. They make assumptions. They take everything that I say and take it to the extreme. If I put any kind of criticism out there, let's say about something like Black Lives Matter, then they will take that narrative and they'll run with it and say that I'm anti-black and that I'm a white supremacist because I don't support this group that has been exposed numerous times for being fraudulent. And I just sit there and I wonder, how could I be a white supremacist? How would that benefit me? And I
was kind of wondering that myself.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, in their mind, they think...
I just think, I'll be honest with you guys, if your friends are so judgmental, just get new friends. Like, your friends are obviously losers. Like my friends don't give a shit. My friends are actually legendary. I was hanging out with them last weekend, you know, on the 14th, on the 15th or whatever, on the Saturday. And we went to a local pub in the city I live in Galway, Ireland, and legendary, guys. We had a chat, we talked about it, we forgot about it, we had a few drinks. Guys, I'll be honest with you, man, we don't care about it too much. You know, I'm not super politically heavy involved anyways, but even if I was, it doesn't matter, bro. It really doesn't matter, man. In Ireland, man, it's a small country. The US is more divided, for sure. The US is for sure more divided.
I've sold my soul, that I'm bought and paid for, and that I'm just collecting checks to be out here for the demise of black people.
You've had multiple death threats. At least 3 times you've had your life threatened.
Just this morning, I actually received one. There's been a few this year that were very specific, where people were trying to post my address online and putting out a plan to come and try to kill me. But luckily, nothing has happened.
If you're being honest, you haven't just shaken this off. It's actually gotten to you some.
Absolutely. I mean, especially in the beginning. So 3 years ago is when I started publicly saying my views as a conservative. And back then it was very hard. I knew that I was going to get pushback, but I never would have imagined the magnitude of the backlash that I've been receiving over the last couple of years. So
it's pretty horrendous, guys, to lambast a guy for his political beliefs. I mean, you're allowed to have different beliefs in this world. I mean, of course, some beliefs are crazy and illegal, but if your beliefs are legally above board, I mean, you should be allowed to have those beliefs. Just get new friends. Your friends are obviously absolute losers. I've had a lot of loser friends that I can't believe I wasted time on. I look back, they don't take care of themselves. They hate themselves. They try and hurt themselves a lot of the times. You know, they try and, really hurt other people because they're hurt themselves. They don't work out. You know, if you guys don't work out, I don't hang out with you really. You know, and it's not about being in shape, but it's about this mentality of you hitting the gym, hitting the weights, doing jiu-jitsu, doing judo. Get better friends. Get friends that actually support you guys. You guys, listen to the problem. I'm a personal trainer. You guys need to hang out with motivational people, man. With uplifting people. You guys are hanging out with losers that diss you and slag you, make fun of you. It's like, who the hell wants to hang out with somebody like that? I wouldn't even hang out with your ass if you're like that. Teasing here and there is okay, but trying to bring a guy down, no, dude. Not in my friend group. I'm just going to leave your ass. Forget about it, bro.
It's been concerning, but I definitely want to say that I do not live in fear because I know that I'm protected by my God and my Glock, so keep it cordial.
My God and my Glock. Bro, America. I love America, man. Everyone's like, why do you love America so much? Because you're allowed guns, it's a badass country. It's just a badass country, bro. It's a badass country. I wish we had some of the same laws that the US had here in Ireland. It would make it a lot better, I'll tell you that much, guys. We're not even allowed pepper spray here to protect women from rabid dogs and stuff, whereas America, you're allowed tanks. I mean, Ireland is just such a cocked state, guys. It's unreal.
Well, we're going to talk some more, and we're going to add the woman who says she was nearly killed for just having a Democratic bumper sticker on her car.
I think people are fearful at this point because of their political affiliation. It's not safe to talk about who you identify with unless you already know those people.
So I don't really speak politics with any of my family or my friends or anything like that.
People who are best friends, you know, find out that they believe in this, they believe in that, and then it's hammer time.
I had a get together with my nephews and nieces, and I did say, we will not talk about politics, because there is several siblings that over Facebook, social media, they have been fighting. It's ridiculous what it has done to the family.
I hate this, guys. I love people on the left. My whole life, I've never really had friends that are conservative or anything like that. All my friends are left wing, like, and obviously most of my politics are probably left. But you know, if you're talking American politics, it's very different. You know, it's quite sort of different than Irish politics. Okay, so that's why, of course, I would be saying vote. You know, I mean, unfortunately, I don't want to be, you know, saying I love Trump. I absolutely don't, because I'm not MAGA, you know, in my personal opinion. But he is definitely better. When I heard 50 Cent and all these guys coming out, I was like, yeah, this is some bullshit that people are voting for Kamala over Trump. I mean, I couldn't even believe people voted for Kamala, but that's just me, guys. Kamala voted to put in like thousands of black people away. Like, she's so anti anything, it's unbelievable. You know, you just look into the politics for 5 minutes, you'll see the real racist people, you know.
It has just been, are you Republican? Are you Democrat? Where's the love in that?
True.
My next guest, Marie, says she has been harassed and nearly killed for proudly displaying her political affiliation as a Democrat. She says she is so scared of being retaliated against for speaking out about being a member of the left that she has asked us to protect her identity.
Wow.
So we've done that. Now, why are you so afraid to show your face and publicly identify as a Democrat? Because millions of people do.
I live in a rural area that's very red, probably 10% Democrats. All my neighbors are Republican, and we get along fine. However, if they knew I was on the show and talking about issues that Democrats face in red areas, it would be very easy for someone who saw me to simply open up the gate to my ranch.
Yeah, I agree, guys. It's not good that Republicans are making Democrats feel bad either. I mean, it's just a political choice. I mean, you don't have to attack somebody for that, guys. I mean, we have politics for a reason, bro. It's so we use the pen is mightier than the sword, man. You don't have to be hurting people because they disagree with your politics, man. Come on, guys, that's crazy.
And let my livestock out. I'm not willing to take the chance that something could happen to my animals, because this is not their fight.
And you say you've actually been run off the road on 4 different occasions?
Wow.
Yes.
Because you had stickers on your car?
Yes. People coming in and forcing me physically off the road. You know, in 2018, if somebody saw a Democratic sticker and they disagreed with you politically in the car, they may refuse to let you merge or, you know, keep you from getting in. But that isn't the case anymore. Now it's more intimidation tactics.
You said a man confronted you, said your husband should train you better?
Yeah.
Boy, they should never say that to my wife. I don't care what they're talking about.
Yeah.
That's pretty insulting, guys. You know, women in politics, man. I'm just joking. But obviously, man, like, that's crazy.
Your pamphlets ripped up.
We don't even try to talk to people at the door anymore because it may not be safe. I had a block walker. She was 17 and put a door hanger on a door, didn't knock, didn't make any noise. And the gentleman inside came out and chased her. She was running to her car. She got inside and he started pounding on it and screaming about her being a Democrat and to stay out of his neighborhood.
Oh my God.
And so that was potentially a very dangerous situation.
I mean, that's just lunatics, though. You know what I mean? That's just crazy people.
And who do you attribute this to? Do you think it's all coming from the Republicans? Do you think Democrats do any of this type thing?
I can't speak to that because I don't know.
You haven't heard of anything from your side?
About them harassing Republicans? Yeah. No, I have not.
We've looked at political fear just for both sides. And what we found out is 62% of all Americans are scared to share their political views. And
well, I'm part of the, well, I'm not American, but if I was in the US, guys, I would be part of the few 38%. Is that correct, statistics? Yeah, 38%. that actually do share my political views on the internet.
It's 52% of Democrats are afraid, but 77% of Republicans are afraid to share their views.
Look at that, 70% of adult social media users are afraid to share their political views. That's crazy. I'm part of the 30% then. I'm only part of 30% of people that share my political views on the internet. I'm an alpha, guys. Look at that shit. Come on, bro. You can't beat me, bro. Don't even try.
I think that has everything to do with where you live.
Right.
And I don't know where that survey was done. You and I both know that some surveys are better than others.
Right.
So you discount that?
I think that if you're a Republican and you live in a very blue area, then you are going to be reluctant to share your views. But I think that if you're a Democrat in a red state or a red area, you are going to experience the reverse. I can only speak to my own experience and what's been happening to people I know.
So you don't think that one side has a monopoly on harassing the other side?
Some of the Republican rhetoric is dangerous.
Just can't acknowledge that it's both sides.
I guess I can't. The rhetoric coming out of the top Republican leaders is very different than what the top Democrats are saying.
That's not true. Joe Biden and Kamala Harris said, if you don't vote for us, you're not black, and all this sort of this racist shit. Like, Joe Biden's been terrible with that stuff. But we literally had a black guy right here saying that he gets massive hate from his friends.
That's her saying.
So yeah, absolute lunacy, guys, that the left won't acknowledge that it happens on both sides. Of course it happens on both sides. I mean, that's crazy in itself, guys. Of course it happens. So let me know your thoughts, man. Like, comment, subscribe down below. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to my Patreon, guys. Like I said, you know, I get paid by YouTube, but if you guys want to support me, I'm one of the few people that actually post political videos in Ireland. I think I'm the only guy that actually posts political videos in Ireland that has like a face channel that has like over 100,000 subscribers. I don't think anyone else posts their political views in this country that has over 100,000 subscribers. So I'm the biggest political speaker in the country. You guys can call me Tucker Carlson of Ireland. I love you all. Drop a comment down below, and I'll see you all in the next one, guys. Subscribe to the Patreon for just €5 a month. I love you guys, all right? And help support the channel, man, because we're never stopping this channel until we become the biggest channel in the world, baby. I'll see you on the next one, guys. Peace.